So guys, let me know if this rings a bell. You want to be a tattoo artist. So you buy a kit online and you buy yourself some fake skin. You start tattooing that fake skin. Pretty soon on that fake skin you feel like you are doing pretty damn well. So then you start asking your friends and your family to do tattoos. Now once you've done a few tattoos on friends and family, you think, yeah, this is alright. So you think then that you can start charging clients. So then you start charging clients for tattoos and you do this for a while and then you think, right, I've done this for a while now and now I want to work in a tattoo studio alongside some amazing artists. But every single tattoo studio that is looking for artists are asking for experience. 1, 2, maybe 5 years tattoo studio experience. But now you're thinking, but am I supposed to get experience in a tattoo studio when tattoo studios won't let me in there to get the experience? Well guys, if that rings a bell, this video's for you. Roll that intro. I've been in your waters. What is popping guys, and welcome back to another tattoo tips video. Yes guys, the intro. How do you get into a tattoo studio when you have zero experience tattooing in a tattoo studio, and that is all that tattoo studios are asking for? Well guys, this is going to be a relatively quick video and I am super sorry if this offends anyone. I'm not meaning to offend anyone, but just know that this is a situation of if the glove fits type thing, and I'm so sorry for that. But guys, if you are tattooing from home and you cannot get into a studio and they are asking for experience, and you're taking your portfolio everywhere of the work that you've done, odds are guys that if you are getting turned away, it is because the level of your work is way down here. Now you may think guys that your work is the best thing since sliced bread, and generally guys that is because you've worked bloody hard. It's as simple as that. You've worked hard to get to where you are at so far, so you think that your work is at a standard, and it really isn't. Guys, let me tell you that if you tattoo from home, the majority of tattoo artists have also tattooed from home or started out at home. Yes, some have got apprenticeships and some have had apprenticeships, and you know, the majority of the time now artists do get, you know, they're in through an apprenticeship, but the majority of us started out at home. It's as simple as that. And a tattoo studio is not going to turn you down for starting out at home if you bring in a portfolio that is up here, that is like just incredible. Now there is the catch-22 to it of how do I get to a standard where I am incredible if I'm working on my own and I don't know the mistakes that I'm making. The simple answer guys is just trial and error and practice. Some studios will turn you away. It doesn't matter how good your work is. They have their reasons for turning you away. You know, they may not have space for another artist, for example. So, you know, it's not necessarily going to be your work. But generally, if you are starting out at home and you want to get into a tattoo studio and you are not getting into a tattoo studio, it's simply because you are not good enough. A studio owner has their banner, their brand, and they have a certain requirement that you need to reach to fit their brand, because they don't want subpar work coming out their studio. And if you are not hitting that criteria, you are not gonna get into a studio. Now if this keeps happening, what generally happens is you get fed up of not being able to work in a studio, so you set up your own studio, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But if you are setting up a tattoo studio and you do not know what you are doing, then that's not going to pave very well for the brand that you're trying to build. So my advice, guys, would be to stay at home and work on your tattoo portfolio. Find a shop that you want to get into. Find a shop with artists that you vibe with. Now, to find this shop, you might want to go and get tattooed by these people and build relationships with these people. In this game, you need to be resilient. You need to have a thick skin, and you will be told that you are not good enough. But use that, harness that, go home, practice, come back, show again, and eventually you will get into a studio once your work is good enough. Like I said, a good portion of tattoo artists started out at home and they are in a studio. So it's not like that it cannot be done. You just need to be at a standard before you will be accepted. Honestly, we do not care that you started out at home. Yes, it's not the right thing to do, but if you come to me, for example, I own a studio, you come to me, I'm not gonna bust your balls for tattooing at home. When I started out tattooing at home, like, it's not, you know, that's just, it's not what you do. I've worked around the country, I've worked in multiple studios, and I never anybody has ever said that, you know, I started out at home. It's never been an issue, and that's just because I've worked my absolute ass off to get to a standard that I'm at right now, and I am not the best in the world, and I never will ever claim to be the best in the world. In my head, when I'm doing tattoos, I am the best in the world, but that's just a mental thing that I put myself in to get through a tattoo and do a good job. But I am not the best tattoo artist in the world, but I did start out at home, and nobody ever mentions it. There's absolutely no other way for me to put it apart from just get good. Once you get good, you will be in a studio, I promise you that. But guys, there's some real talk for you. I'm sorry if it's offended anyone or you feel like I'm targeting you or anything like that. I'm really not. It's just the standard in the industry is really high these days, and you need to be at your best to get where you want to be. Anyway guys, if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out my tattoo tips playlist, and also don't forget to turn on bell notifications to get notified every time I upload a new video. But guys, I shall see you all in the next one. Adios.